Good afternoon. Welcome on in. It's Wednesday, the 1st of July. We are back. Uh, there were no streams last week. I was traveling. Drove to Wisconsin. I live in Las Vegas, so we made it in 2 days. So last Wednesday we left, drove about 15 hours on Wednesday, but then you lose 2 hours going to um, from Pacific to Central Time Zone. So very rough day. Left at 4 a.m. Didn't get in until 9 p.m. Um, rules. I have no idea what I'm working on tonight. Um, I haven't decided yet. I've got a whole bunch of clone troopers. I might dry brush some of them. I got them all primed black. I don't know yet. I was gonna kind of decide on the fly. How you doing tonight on this wonderful Wednesday? Yeah, we hit a tornado on the way into Nebraska. We were still in Colorado. We hit a tornado and the rental car got battered by hail. And we halfway over, yes. Oh, all good. All good. I appreciate you being here. Um, yes. It was in a town called Liff, L-L-I-F-F. It's about 30 minutes from the Nebraska border in Colorado. Um, it's it's nothing. Like Nebraska's all flat. This whole part of Colorado is the same. Oh, yeah, it whooped the rental car. Good thing I did it through Expedia, but I got the insurance, so I'll have to pay I think it was like 500 some dollars, and then Expedia will um reimburse. But it was dented the whole hood of the car, or SUV, and the roof, left a chip in the windshield, and I didn't notice until I dropped it off. Right down the middle of it, there was another, like a fracture. So last Wednesday was not fun. Um, and then we had to finish the drive to Wisconsin on Thursday. Spent time with family Friday, Saturday, and then drove back Sunday, Monday. Um, and then yesterday I kind of relaxed and then back to work today. So yeah, not it was great seeing family. Got to got to see my one surviving grandma who will be 90 next year, and then spend some time with parents, siblings. Uh, yeah, it was a good time. But let us. Oh, do I not even have music playing? Now I do. Bring it in. I need music in my ear too. So I've got some things that I want to do. The Noth Music Tribute made a pretty awesome like heavy metal song for my Bear Space Marines, the Maw Guard. And so I want to use that. You know, let's start dry brushing. I want to use that with a raid alert. Yeah, so I need to knock out these I need to knock out these clones. So I'm already starting to eye some of these. Like, I started building some more droid miniatures. It's fine. I was working on my droid army before, for Star Wars Legion, but I'm getting ready to start turning my AT-AT, Imperial Walker. So probably before I start that, I should probably finish as much of this Republic army as I can, and droid army, before I get too distracted. Story of my life. So I know I can knock these guys out pretty quick with the method I've been using, which is essentially a what you call slap chop. Well, what is now called slap chop. So what I've been doing with these guys is black primer, white zenithal dry brush, and then I use the one-step special sauce to I mix it with white blue, Pro Acryls white blue, and that turns it into a one-step paint. Sextus Warsmith. Yes, it did. Give me 1 second. I was actually very worried. I forgot, and so I left. I think it showed up sometime early last week, and I forgot it. So I just got it out of the mailbox yesterday. But no, let us pull these guys out. These look amazing. I haven't opened any of them yet, so they're all still in the bag. But and feel free to throw your link up, as always. That's Artie. This is all part of Artie's showdown. He looks awesome. Okay, we've got our 3 Diamondback gang members. Yeah, these guys look very awesome. Okay, we got Doc the Jackalope. Also looking very good. Yeah, no, these are awesome. So this one, oh, it looks like it fell up. I think a little friend made it in there, I think. Or maybe that's I couldn't tell. It was on his stopwatch. I couldn't tell if that was a dead spider. Now that it's off, that might be just plant life. I was like, oh, someone tagged along. No, that actually now kind of looks like a branch. Small one. But no, this guy, I don't remember what his name was, the Horned Toad. But, yeah, he looks awesome too. And then, am I allowed to show off the ReaperCon exclusive one? Harry the Horned Toad, yes. Okay, perfect. I didn't, if it was a secret, I didn't want to show it off just yet. Leonardi. I am very excited to paint this guy. So it's Artie. He's got a giant paintbrush with all this paint coming off it, and a, yeah, this one's gonna come out the bag since it's in a Ziploc. And then he's got the palette. Oh, that light. Yeah, he's gonna be a fun one to paint. Yeah. That looks better with the light off, but then I can't see what I'm doing. No, so yes, they showed up. All in good condition. I was really worried about the sun cooking them all, but all is well. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, so anybody check out that store. The Texas Wargaming section of it is the stuff that they make. Everything else they just have licensing for. We will be painting those on stream. I don't know when, but those will be showcased here. Hopefully I can do them justice. I was actually talking about them when I was in Wisconsin. It's the whole one of my sisters is looking at Arizona to move, and I guess a drunk off-duty bartender gave her the rundown of Arizona and the Phoenix area and how quickly they're gonna run out of water, blah blah blah. So as we were talking about that, that brought up the Rango movie, and as I've said before, these minis remind me of Rango. So yeah, I was hoping which time there was not a lot of time. I didn't know going to Wisconsin, I didn't know what to expect. Like how much free time I would have, or so I was hoping to actually meet up with Ed from Monster Den Minis, but that you know, we got in Thursday night, got dinner and crashed. And then Friday had lunch with my grandma. Right after that, oh, I met my dad and my brother-in-law for a men's Bible study up the road from our hotel. And then met my grandma for lunch, and then headed straight over to my parents. My sister from Connecticut had gotten in, along with my brother-in-law and all the kids, and we hung out there till about 9 o'clock that night. And got up Saturday, went and picked up whatever we needed at Piggly Wiggly. Busan here. Was that supposed to be an emote? Or is this a code word? Hi, kitty. What you doing? Oh, there you are. What are you doing? It happens. It happens. There we go. There's the cheer. So yeah, whenever Saturday night, I don't remember how late we stayed. I think it was 7 o'clock. We left and got up super early Sunday morning to start the drive back. So I'm doing this all out of camera. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know if you were in here when I was talking about the way there. Right outside of a town in Colorado, it's called Liff, L-L-I-F-F. About 30 minutes from the Nebraska border. We saw like dark clouds, which I knew there were going to be some thunderstorms on the way there. But as we were getting closer, suddenly the phones went off, tornado warning, and shortly after that, the cars in front of us started pulling over, the few that were on the road. And yeah, we got hit bad with hail. Never saw the tornado, thankfully, but the rental car got all kinds of jacked up. Yeah, it was quite the nightmare. Yes, thank you. It was because then once I thought it was done, like the hail stopped, okay, let's try going. We go, and then it was torrential downpour, couldn't see a thing. You know, the rain was so heavy you couldn't see more than a few feet in front of the car. So finally we got to an exit that did have a gas station. Of course, there was some more hail coming down again. All the covered areas were taken, as well as the one overpass. But by the time we parked in the gas station, it was done. And then the rest of the ride was just some light rain here and there. Because we stopped in North Platte, Nebraska. So, a little bit of an eventful. I did get the insurance, but I got it with Expedia, was who I booked it through. So it's gonna be a little bit of a headache. I'm still waiting for the actual bill for the repairs. Like they gave me the estimate, it's gonna be like $500 some, and then I can do the claim with Expedia and get reimbursed. But yeah, not the best way to start the trip. But yeah, we're safe. We made it. Had a good time. Yeah. Live and learn. I should have gotten the insurance through the rental car company. Just, yeah, you'd think so, but, they had like that whole area in Nebraska, Iowa, um, into Colorado all got hit by big storms. Even here in Vegas, we didn't get hit by storms, but we had a cold front come in, um, which is fine. We were already getting close to that 110 mark, and now we're in the 90s again. So no complaints about that. Still miserable in the factory today, but um so then the worst thing I did, I started thinking about Adepticon in April, and so I started looking at flights, um and I looked at flights to O'Hare in Chicago, and then I was like looking at the price, I was like, that's, I mean, granted, April's a long way away, but I'm like, it was like 300, under 300 for a round trip per person. And so I, just for it's and giggles, I looked up, cause this was Saturday, actually, it was Saturday morning. So I was like, okay, what if I would have flown Saturday and flew back Monday? It would have been around $300 round trip per person to fly to O'Hare. And O'Hare, in Chicago, it's about 2 hours from where we ended up staying in West Bend. So I could have flown all three of us, got a rental car in O'Hare, drove up there. Nope, that was way too much weight. Oh well. Yeah, a little heavier. Maybe not even use as much PTO. Okay, you have a wonderful night. Appreciate you stopping in. Twisted Lords Comp. Yeah, I'll be back Friday. So if you're around, come in and say hi. Otherwise, have fun, man. Perfect. We'll see you then. It'll be a party. That was a little too heavy on that. Art Cooper. I think I put a little too much white on the palette anyways. And I'm not brushing enough off. Yeah, so these might, the ones I hit too heavy might look a little funny with the one step, but just because they are over dry brushed, but it'll be fine. These are Advanced Recon Force. ARF Troopers. I bought the set, and then the Republic, or whatever it is, starter set came with more of these. So I've got, is it 15 of these? $14. Yeah, so I would like to make it back to Wisconsin for Adepticon. I did go this year, but I'd like to go out there more often. Um, I know I'm still relatively young. Feel old, but um, I'm early 40s, 43, if anybody cared. Um, but my one surviving grandmother is got limited time on this planet. She's still doing great. She's turning 90 next year and still strong, but you can tell she's slowing down. Um, my dad, back in beginning of November, he had a pretty bad heart attack. One that in all reality should have put him down. Um, and granted, that was the kick he needed to get himself healthy. That man has lost so much weight, and his diet is vastly improved. Um, so um, losing focus here. So it's just one of those as I'm looking, I'm like, nothing's guaranteed. Time is not stopping. I need to make it a priority to get back home at least once a year. Going to Adepticon, uh, like it should have, I should have went this year. Having family in Wisconsin, like it's a slam dunk to go. Um, Plus there's so many cool people I've met here in this community that were at Adepticon. It's kind of, I don't really have very many excuses why I didn't go, other than traveling just kind of gives me anxiety. But as this stream is starting to grow, I owe all of that to networking. As I've gotten to know people start rating me, I'm rating them, start getting more followers, and we're still fledgling, but it's growing, and that's as a result of the networking. So going to things like Adepticon and meeting all these people I've been talking to for so long, it's a good thing. And I know Texas Warsmith, who was just in here, he's pushing me to go to ReaperCon. I know this year's already in motion, but this one got a little heavier on the white too. So yeah, I need to just do it. Stop being so afraid to travel. I get 160 hours of PTO each year. I know my idea of a vacation is taking a week off and just sitting at home and painting and playing WoW or whatever. But at the same time, it's so easy to fall into that rut and miss out on all these things. All my introverted nature to... Hey, sir. Might have to watch this out real fast and change my little... I feel like I'm... Because I just changed the wet palette. Some of these are coming out really saturated. I'm running out of spaces on my fingers or my thumb. Test before I start slapping it on. So the other thing I want to do, I've got a lot of nieces and nephews that are still pretty young. And I'd like to paint some stuff for them. So one of these Phase 1 clone troopers I was just dry brushing is going to go to one of my nephews. Had my sister ask him what's his favorite Star Wars character, and he said, Phase 1! Well, that's not a character, that's a type, but he's young. But yeah, I've got a few miniatures, few ideas, and I'd like to get some of those done. Yeah, this is a little better. I've got a miniature here, actually for one of my buddies in Wisconsin, and I wanted to have it done so I could ship it to him in time for his birthday, which was in February. So I'm a little behind. He doesn't know I'm doing it, so my timeline, but was a miniature that he wanted, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna paint it for him. Actually, I got him here because I was thinking maybe I can get him done in time, but no. It's I think it was listed as a half-elf bard. It's got a nice little clarinet and a rapier and some weird-looking clown suit. So I need to just do that. I feel like finally my painting skills are at a place that I could actually paint it and be proud of it. Yeah, that's kind of one of my challenges with painting for other people, even as gifts. Like, I just don't feel like I'm there yet. One second, I'm gonna pull these. Find me. Second. Wow. Yeah, I've got all these various Phase 2 clones. I don't remember where they all came from. I don't know if they were all one set or if I had a second set. They got one, let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 Phase 1. And then 14 ARF troopers, Advanced Recon Force troopers. And then, what is this? 2 shy of 30, 28? 28 Phase 2s. Although a couple of them are... I think these are just like commander units, but... there's, what is it, just the one? Sorry, I know I'm looking at stuff that you guys can't even see. So I'm trying to get all these dry brushed. I've got a lot of white paint on my palette, more than I thought. I am gonna take some of these and paint them for the 501st. I might... Ooh, decisions. I might paint all of these as the 501st. But some I want... this will only make sense for those that watched that final season of the Clone Wars. The 501st, they all painted their helmets. Still had that blue, but they added orange to make it look like Ahsoka Tano, like her paint colors or whatever. 1 second. Sorry, we got 86 that audio. Okay. So I kind of wanna try my hand at that and give some of them that blue and orange. I was actually considering, I've got Clone Captain Rex that I started, I primed, and I painted the first shadow layer of his armor, which is the slate gray, right here. So I need to start building that up. What I've been doing on the commander units, I don't have any over here. I think I moved them already. I start with the slate gray, move up to cool gray, then bright neutral gray, and then highlight with the white blue. So I might try the whole Togruta thing with him. Let's see. Pretty sure I can do it. It's just, how many troopers do I want? Style. Actually, that might be a better idea. Let's see, I'm thinking. Stick with the some of these as the 501st with the Togruta, and then use these Phase 1 guys, and I've got Phase 1 Rex. And paint those as just the standard 501st. That might be a better bet. Yeah, because I think once I'm done with these guys, my next stop is the Empire. I've got a AT-AT Imperial Walker model off of Gambody, and I want to start printing that. I haven't exactly figured out what I want to do. I had a 3D print stream, basically dead now. So I don't know if I just want to open up a separate YouTube account, stream to it, basically for the purpose of storing those VODs. Because with YouTube, it saves everything you got. And then I don't have to save it on my hard drive or anything like that. Um, and I can use those saved videos. You know, I think it'd be kind of cool to make a super short video going all the different prints that made the AT-AT and end with the finished AT-AT. Or something like that. I got all these wonderful ideas. I haven't posted to my social media yet this year. It's a lot. I know because I'm overcomplicating it. Trying to make these wazoo videos that maybe 100 people on Instagram will watch. YouTube, I can get up to 1,000 views, but that's 1,000 views with maybe 1 or 2 likes. That's not very. Well, you gotta keep doing it. It's just, a lot of work. A lot of work for a video that you put all this effort into and post it and done. Maybe you'll get lucky and get a new follower that goes back and watches all your videos and likes them all, but that's pretty rare. Actually, it just happened today, but usually not. But at the same time, saying all of that to say, I need to start posting again on my socials. I've got 2 videos that I made last year. So I need to get those posted since I put all that effort into them. Then start making new stuff. Especially, you know, that doesn't even show my proof skills, whatever you want to say. The growth of my painting abilities. I mean, they're good, but getting better. Finally. I mean, what I'm doing right now, this is cheating. I'm gonna put that 1 step. I use the 1 step special sauce. Turn my white blue into a contrast paint and slap some of that all over these clones and slap some graphite gray on other weaponry. Touch up the black and call it a day. Almost shameful. But use the tools that you have available. Hang in there a little bit longer. I know watching painters dry brush is boring, but you're done. Necessary evil. Actually, I kind of like dry brushing. Um, as long as I do it right, it's relaxing and even sometimes to a degree, I just like the look of it. I know I'm changing some of the zenithal look on these as I'm going up and around, but such is life, guys. So, did go back to work today. It really doesn't feel like I just went back to work, because even the whole time that I was off, that's a lie, not the whole time. Uh, Last Wednesday, the first day of my vacation, uh, when I wasn't the driver, I was messaging work. We launched our 250th anniversary coin series, the 250th anniversary of America. There are some very cool designs. I've got some set aside that I'm going to be purchasing. Firstmint.com if anybody cares. There's a George Washington, Paul Revere, and a John Paul Jones coin. Well, not coins, sorry. Not legal tender. Very well done. Fully sculpted images on both sides. So we're selling them both as individuals, but also as a 2-coin set that'll allow you to display both sides of the coin. So we launched that Wednesday of last week. So trying to get all of that done. A lot of directing from the sideline. And then there were a lot of other things that I was working on getting done. Well, working on tasking people to make some things happen. So yeah, just a busy Wednesday. Thursday wasn't much better. We ran a sale all weekend long, just ended midnight of last night. On Castbars. And that coincided with silver dropping below 60 an ounce. Which is so crazy because the end of last year, silver was over 100. It got up to $115 per ounce. That drove some sales over the weekend. But yeah, messing with all that. Friday, I didn't really. There were some messages, but I was less responsive on a lot of stuff. Everything was kind of just in autopilot at that point. And then, of course, Saturday, no one was working. Sunday, same deal. There were a few questions, random stuff from my my boss, but for the most part, Saturday, Sunday were just dead, as usual. And then Monday wasn't too much either. And Monday we finished the trip, so there wasn't a lot that I felt the need to deal with at work. Make sure I get the tops of their helmets, because that should be a bright point. A couple of these, the way I'm hitting them, I'm not getting it. And I know a bunch of this I'm doing off camera, sorry. I will say, we rented for the trip like I said, I did it through through Expedia. It was Hertz, and I picked them for a reason, because there was a pretty good chance I was gonna get the Nissan Rogue, as the rental, and for me it was a good opportunity to test drive the Nissan Rogue. I've been looking at it for a while now. Mark, how's it going? Welcome on in. How are things across the pond? I'm doing pretty well. I'm just talking about my my trip cross country started last week, and it was cooler than the day. Are you I keep hearing about Europe getting heat waves. Does that include England? Looks like we got an ad. Ads are short, 30 seconds, so it'll be sorry to hear that. Because a lot of you guys don't have AC out there. So there's never any need. That's not fun. Vegas is we're hot, but yeah, no thanks. Vegas summers, we always get hot, but you just go from AC to AC. That ad break's about to start, so I'll wait to ask my next questions until after. Oh, I've never been, but I hear it's miserable. Oh, ad, sorry. Okay. That felt like longer than 30 seconds. Sorry, I don't know if, I didn't realize the ad had already started. Pick up, walk when you get a shower. Oh yeah, because New Delhi also has the humidity. And that's what, you know, here and in Phoenix, it's that dry heat, but when you get the humidity, it's just miserable. I know and these states still don't hold a candle to New Delhi from what I hear, but like Texas or some of the southern U.S. states, um, yeah, it's just no, thank you. We'll stick to my my oven of Vegas. Like I said, you go from AC to AC. AC car, AC house, AC office. Just, because yeah, I'm from Wisconsin, and our summers are short, but okay. Yeah, I've never been to New Orleans either. Been close, but never actually to the city. I was in a similar area, but further east was at Mississippi, I think, or Alabama, right along the Gulf Coast. But that was right after Hurricane Katrina, doing some helping with some light demo work. Long time ago. Yeah, I remember the Wisconsin summers, even though they're shorter, 90 with humidity is more unbearable than 115 dry. And I mean, yeah, at some point, hot is hot, it doesn't matter, but I still prefer. I guess the Vegas summer is a slightly less hell compared to the others. That's the other, I had full plans, absolutely. Sorry, I'm very bad at remembering that. And I had full plans on working on Streamer Bot to get the, because I think I got the raid shoutouts done, but I want to set it where, like, okay, assuming I didn't know you were a streamer, you come in and it automatically shouts you out because it knows that you stream. I know StreamerBot can do that. I just have to figure out how to set that up, and that's complicated. Does he have that? Or does he have I don't know if his I think his auto shouts out for specific users. And I think because Streamlabs will do that, where you can set, like, okay, when Mark comes in, shout him out. When Beagle comes in, shout him out. Yeah, so I think, because most people, well, a lot of people want to shout out the streamers they know. I want to shout out everybody. If you're a streamer, I feel like we're all in this together. So it's easier to set up specific individuals to shout out. Trying to do it where it queries the Twitch server, whatever. That's a little more challenging. I know Beagle uses Streamlabs. The streamer bot, it's like coding. I'm not a coder. And a lot of the tutorials on YouTube are on old versions of it, so a lot of stuff has changed, and I know once I get it set up, I can actually replace Nightbot and SiriBot. I I did a bunch of coding classes and coding and programming back in high school, and I was going to go to college for it, and found out how much math I would need to take, and I was like, hell no. I'm good at math. I hate math courses. A lot of that is, I do a lot of the calculations up in my head. And they're always like, show your work. I'm like, I don't know how to, I just figured it out. Okay, so Mark, I wanted to ask you this, but I knew the ad break was coming up. How long have you been painting for? And yeah, anybody that's in here, if you're not following Adam, go check his Instagram out. I really am. I'm blown away by the, like I saw your, same one Beagle was working on, that necromancer lady. And then why can't I think of her name? Is it Jinx? The one from that, Arcana show, I think? Ah, okay. The 90s. Yeah, that was, I'm very, very impressed. And I think I've seen some of your stuff on Beagle's Discord, but I'm so horrible about paying attention to any Discords, including my own. I do have one. I don't think the link in my I don't think the link in my thing is working. It's been so long since I've done anything. I just got some more people in it, but I'm horrible about checking my own Discord, much less anybody else's. I was doing real well, and then I got into Monument Hobbies and Reaper Discords, and at that point I just gave up. I couldn't keep up with those, and sadly that led me to give up on all of them. Let's see, I can at least post it if there's any. We've got a few lurkers. That should get you in. That's what I need to do. And most of the notifications are off. Unless I get like Monument Hobbies when they tag everyone. Well, those are important. That's when they do their giveaways. I like their stuff. But my Discord is one of many things on a list that I need to put some effort into, and getting it just on the command, what is it, exclamation Discord, just getting that would be a major improvement, that I'm not having to do what I just did and pull the link and manually post it. It would be nice to just have it. We are getting somewhere. Pretty happy with the layout of the stream. Still want to do some things with the alerts. I upgraded some of the sounds, but the images that I use are like old cartoony ones. They don't really match the rest of this theme. I actually would like to somehow figure out how to create a short video for like my raid alert. Baby steps. Everything in its time. He's a person. So I showed off, so he is one of two guys in this company called Texas Wargaming. So he's got this, this is called Artie's Showdown. And so this is Artie the Sheriff. We've got, let's see, Harry the Horned Toad. Some of these I know are going to be hard to see. Let's turn this off. That helps show it a little better. It reminds me of Rango. If you've ever seen that movie. And this Doc the Jackalope. And then he's got the Diamondback Gang. So these just showed up. They actually showed up last week. But I pulled them out of the mailbox when I got back from my trip. And so I'll pull out. This is a ReaperCon exclusive where they're going to showcase the game. And it is, sorry, cameras of the, so this is Artie, but it's, what did he call it? Paint Artie, or this basically, he's got a paintbrush, this is paint, he's got a palette and a painter's hat. So he sent that one as a gift. Yeah, no, he's been in here for quite a while. I'm super excited about those. Like I said, they remind me of the movie Rango with Johnny Depp. Where he's I think he's like a gecko or something, and he goes to this Wild West animal town. So those, I'm gonna try to squeeze those in soon. I have to, I think the way I set it up, I have to go in and grant you privileges. Yeah, I set it up weird. I don't remember what I was doing, but Yeah, when you go in, like, it doesn't give you anything. It said, I don't know what I was doing. I didn't even want to set up a Discord, but the guy that got me into streaming, he said, you need to. You got to get it. You need to build a community, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't want to. So I finally did it, and I didn't have a clue what I was doing. And then I just kind of gave up on it. So I gotta create, I gotta assign you to, whatever those roles are. I think because it's like a private server, I messed something up when I did that. Like I said, it's on the list of things I need to improve and actually make something out of it. Even post some of my own stuff in there eventually. Let me. Let me. Um, the name you put in is not showing up. Ah, okay. Well, let me grant the hammer. If I can figure out roles. Let's see. That is not it. So I don't, when I'm typing in Mark UK painting, just copy pasting, it's not, it's saying no results found. I just tried to, oops, wiped white paint on my nose. I just tried to find you in the friend list too, and it's not, wasn't showing you up either. Well, let me, see. See if I can find you, the hammer. Oh, I got a bunch of people that I've never, granted roles. Okay, let me, I've got 12 members. Ending. Okay. Now, let's see if I can find you now. Why does it still not want to find you? Oh yeah, that was A1. Oh. Okay. Good. There we go. Boom. Okay. Yeah, we don't need your AI viewers. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna wash out this dry brush, wash my hands, and use the restroom real fast. And then we'll actually decide what we're gonna do painting wise. So, give me a quick second. I will be right back. Let's get all these out of the way. So honestly, I have no idea what I'm going to work on right now. So I got these guys dry brushed. I've got another 14 ARF troopers and a handful of Phase 1 clone troopers sitting here ready for me to mess with them. And I've got reps started. So all those clone troopers, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use the one-step special sauce, the medium, with white blue, and turn those into basically what they call slap chop now. But with maybe that's what I'll do, is start working on this guy again. I already started. Just started on his white armor, using slate gray for the shadows. I may work on this. Why not? So I used slate gray for the shadow. Nope, that's great. And what I've done with a couple of the other, what I call the named, these were in the, yeah, it is. So, one second. So I'm doing two different things with these. Let's see if this shows up well on the camera. Yeah, it's not really good. So this one was done same as these other clones. I did a black primer, white Zenithal dry brush. Come on, stop autofocusing. And then I just used that special sauce with white blue on all the armor. I touched up the black, used one-step graphite gray on the rifle, and then just painted the orange. I don't remember which orange, Nova orange maybe. So this was quick and dirty. Whereas this guy, I did the same as I'm doing with this guy. Started with a slate gray, built it up to cool gray, then bright neutral gray, and then white blue just for the highlights. This was Echo. I messed up on his backpack. That's supposed to be black, but it was too late. I was already committed. And I was like, it looks good. I'm not gonna fix it. Same with that little white thing was also supposed to be black. And that one too. Oh well. It looks good. I'm happy with them. So on Echo 5s, I did it a little bit differently to build up that white. But all the normal shinies, I guess you call them, they're just getting what they now call slap chop. I get yelled at when I say that, so it's black primer with a Zenithal white dry brush and underpainting, or whatever they call it. Looks okay. I like the white blue for the highlights because it still keeps it that cool color. We're still learning here. I've been doing this about 2 years. A little over 2. I started with Army Painter speed paints. Didn't have a clue what I was doing. I primed everything white, which my prime jobs were horrible. And then I painted and I was like, this looks awesome, but it was not. It was horrible. But I was very proud of it back then. Until I started seeing what everyone else was doing. I think I put that drunken brush goop in this. Yeah. Yes, that I agree with. There's always more to learn. There's always more to experiment with. I'm still battling the non-metallic metal. Do I got... Oh, yeah. I got, this guy. So, all that is supposed to be non-metallic metal gold trim. It was supposed to kind of replicate, the Emperor Gold from Army Painter. This is the closest I've ever gotten to non-metallic metal. I took a picture of it. I was so proud of it. Sent it to my old man. And he said, it looks good. It looks like cloth. I was like, not supposed to look like cloth. Okay, so you got it. Yeah, it's tough. Oh my goodness, it's tough. And there's a lot of different methods out there on how to get it. I think I'm starting to grasp. I don't know why it's so difficult for me. Just like the placement of the highlights, and I've watched so many videos, and but I do like how this one turned out for the most part. Yeah. And like this one again, I wanted a very dull metal look. I didn't want a bright. Actually, with this one, Beagle and Painty Paints helped me. Painty gave me the color scheme, and then Beagle gave me some pointers. This was a couple weeks ago, maybe. Well, thank you. It's I thought it kind of did, but then my dad said it looks like cloth. Like, oh. But this is my first actual grizzly bear I've painted. So if you zoom in, you can see on his head, he's got some, I don't have any of my logos up right now, but every picture of Grizzly, he's got paint in his fur. So you can see the blue, yellow, and red. So I've got a whole bunch of these bear Space Marines. Actually, one of the guys that is usually here, Minotha Music Tribute, he made a whole rock song, heavy metal song, on the Maw Guard, which is that chapter of Bear Space Marines. That's what I want to use for my as part of my raid alert that I'm eventually gonna upgrade. So I feel that non-metallic metal is the final boss of the current level I'm on. Because I haven't even started touching things like OSL. I'm not even, like, these clone troopers are turning out very well, but like my blending skills are not that good. I still, you know, some of those basics that that I need to get. Like an example, this guy turned out all right, but you can kind of see the transition isn't that good from the top of his helmet to the darker part. And that's where a lot of my blending... Yeah, I've got some... because I'm doing a lot more glazes, but... well, you've seen... I mean, your stuff, for one. I always look at the... Beagle did that Frank Frazetta Death Dealer. The blends on that horse, my goodness. And I know it all comes with time, but these round surfaces are where it's... and I mean, it doesn't look horrible, especially if you're, you know, if you're not closely inspecting it. It doesn't look horrible, but you can still see the transition. It's not all that blended. Brush control is another one. Got a lot to work on with brush control. The translation line, yeah, thank you. There's a video Monument Hobbies put out called Just Do This, and it talks about blending. And he's talked about it in his stream quite a few times. I'll get it eventually, it just, you know, it just takes time. Time and practice. That's also part of why I'm doing my clones this way. You know, slapping on this one-step special sauce, all that, that's easy. Doesn't really, I don't feel like my skills improve when I do that. Yeah, it gets me an army done quick. But considering I don't even really play tabletop games, you know, my timeline is more on me. Yeah, I've got hundreds and hundreds of miniatures waiting. I think that's where I've got some form of ADHD. Yeah, same. I love painting these armies, but then they just go on a shelf that I get to look at. Not that I have anything against playing, I just don't really leave my house very often. Trust me, it was hard enough to put myself out here on Twitch. I can only imagine going and trying to meet new people at a one of like the local game stores. It's all a journey. When I look back at where I started compared to where I'm at, it's been a lot of growth. As long as I keep moving forward, everything else will come with time. So I don't know how long I'll be on tonight. We're at almost 2 hours. I got out of work a little bit earlier. I'm doing the Midsummer in World of Warcraft. They got that Midsummer event, whatever is the Midsummer Fire Festival. So I've been running a few characters through that, trying to get as many of these stupid cosmetic rewards as possible. And I was planning on streaming that, but and I changed my mind. I just didn't feel like streaming Warcraft. So I got all that done. Hence why I kind of started a little bit later than planned tonight. Be nice to make some headway on this guy. But I will be back Friday. That is my normal stream schedule now. Wednesdays by about 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Usually try to get on earlier, but it all depends on work and all that. Hi, cat. Oh, run away. Um, and then Fridays around right around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then Saturdays around 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So far, I mean, last week I was out traveling, but so far that seems to be working pretty well for a schedule. We'll try to stick to that. Do our best. Now it's just up to me to stick to what I committed to. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, tonight I was once I started playing Warcraft and I was like, I don't think I want to stream this. I was almost contemplating just not streaming. I know I missed all of last week with me traveling. Can't let that become a habit. Or rather, I shouldn't. It's like when you stop going to the gym. Miss a couple days, suddenly I'm on week 2 of not going. Very easy to get out of the habit when you start breaking the habit. But we made it. At least to the stream. Not to the gym. That's a different story. I'll get back next week. These muscles ain't gonna build themselves. So I do still plan on streaming this Saturday. I know that's the big Murica festivities, so I will probably need to celebrate like an American and cook meat, smoke meat, whatever. I will not blow anything up. I know that is the American way, but I like my fingers. That's every year since they invented memes, there's posts on social medias. Um, every July 3rd, someone posts, today is the last day, or someone doesn't know that today is the last day of them having all their fingers. There's always one. There's always one that thinks, I should cut the fuse down on this firework. This firecracker. They're blowing their fingers off. And it's gonna happen. Every year. I don't know. I love my country. Like some of the people in this country, but sometimes we're really dumb. Like, it doesn't matter if there is a bonfire on July 4th, and if there are rednecks nearby, someone is throwing a firework into the bonfire. Like, I don't know why they don't. Yeah. It always happens. And here in Las Vegas, there's very strict laws about which fireworks you can shoot off. Over on the west side of the mountain, or the little mountain range or whatever, is Nye County, where Pahrump is. They, you got legal prostitution there, you got brothels, you got, not legal, but that's where they cook all the meth. They have so many loose laws, so there's fireworks and all the illegal stuff in Vegas you can get in Nye County. And even though they've got police checkpoints all the way, people still find a way to bring it in. And so July 4th in Vegas is like a war zone. I will stay my happy self inside. Fireworks are cool, but crowds are not. So going anywhere to watch the city's fireworks is just not really something I want to do. I will grill lots of meats. Maybe I'll, I don't know, paint something American in the stream on, Saturday, sorry. Be patriotic and stuff. We'll see. Time's kind of running out if I'm gonna find a model, print it, prime it. I wouldn't mind painting like a Continental Soldier. They're kind of cool looking. Or maybe I just stay on, Target and keep painting, clones. It's probably the smart thing to do. especially as I keep eyeing those boxes I have of the Imperial miniatures. Getting closer and closer to opening them up and assembling stormtroopers. Telling you, I got some ADHD for sure. But like I said, I really want to start printing off that AT-AT Imperial Walker. If I do that, I gotta start painting stormtroopers. I got that General Veers. Actually I have two of them. Because I got a set that came with Darth Vader and then an individual. Well, for anyone that knows Star Wars, General Veers led the AT-AT walkers in the Battle of Hoth. So I really want to print and paint an AT-AT. Use the Monument Hobbies. They have that white weathering pigment. Great. Ad break again. Didn't we just have one? Hang tight. You got probably a little bit before it starts. The short one, 30 seconds. The shortest that Twitch will allow me as an affiliate. So just hang tight. Hate ads as much as all of you guys. Twitch doesn't allow me to not have ads. Use it as much as possible. Yeah. But all that to say, I still will stream on Saturday. I will celebrate America with all of you fine folks. Yeah, I do plan, probably leave work early tomorrow and Friday. Not probably, I will. So Friday I may get on a little earlier. Gonna see. Figure tomorrow night I might spend some time working on some of the stream stuff. I've got more than enough work, so I don't need a lot of prep work for Friday's stream. So I may get on earlier, before that 2 p.m. regular time. And then Saturday, yeah, I'll be on by 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I don't know if there'll be any, I don't know if I'll get on earlier than that. I think I'm gonna have to. I did a little bit of, cleaning up some of the needles in my front yard from the pines. But I use just basically a metal rake. I'm gonna need to hit that with the blower to really get them dislodged from those rocks. So I may have to do a little bit of yard work on Saturday that'll slow down my my start time. I was talking about something and I got distracted. I don't remember what I was talking about. Imperial armies. AT-ATs. They've got a lot of vehicle models that I got off Gambody. But I don't want to start working on them until like I printed off an AT-TE Walker, which was a clone. Clone Walker. Very similar to the Imperial Walker, but 6 legs and a big cannon on the back. Smaller compared to the AT Walker. Oh, I know where I was going with that. I want to build a little bit of a... I've got that Blizzard Force set. It's got Darth Vader, a couple probe droids, snowtroopers, and regular stormtroopers. And I want to turn off that AT-AT. Got some other snowtroopers, an expansion set, and I want to take an AT-ST and do like a snow base, do some white, whatever that Pro-Acryl weathering pigments, but using the white. And just make it a Blizzard Force AT-ST. I think that's supposed to be the same color as that. I'm gonna have to repaint those. Oh well. So I keep looking at all those Imperial boxes, and that's part of my challenge in general, is I just get distracted so easy. Before I finish all these Republic guys, I'm ready to move on to the Empire. And I do have a sort of a self-imposed timeline. Which, oddly enough, my StarCraft pre-order has not shipped yet. Started getting those emails, shipping has started, but I have, watching that order, nothing's shipped yet. Which is not a big deal. I'm not ready for them. But I also got a couple, I got a siege tank off Gambody. And I got, I'm gonna forget which one it was. There's, I think the Goliath, they already made a miniature of, and then the Titan is a model I got off Gambody. So again, I don't want to start printing those off until I'm working on the StarCraft models. And all that, I'm saying all that, but I still have a what is it called? An LAAT gunship. It was the Clone Wars gunship. We saw it in Attack of the Clones. I've got that still in pieces. Some supports still need to be removed off some pieces. I'm gonna have to reprint, I think, 2 of those pieces. So I need to finish that before I start printing off this AT-AT, but knowing me, I will probably end up printing off the AT-AT before I finish that. Just like I will still have droids and clones, and I'll start assembling Imperial troops. Problems. Got major problems. Uh, Now some of these clones I should be able to whip through very quickly. Just need to put my head down and go. And even those couple little droid units that I'm building, they should go relatively quickly. There's not a lot of color on them. Yeah. I don't really have it set up to, I can pull it up and look at it, but I don't have my stuff set up where I can show everybody else. But yeah, no, links are fine. Setting up a scene where I can pull those open is on the list of things to do. Come on, open. Oh, wow. That's gonna be quite an undertaking. It looks cool. It's just gonna be a task. So you do a lot of like larger sculpts, dioramas, busts, things like that. Yeah, that one would intimidate me. 75mm, okay. Yeah, that one would well, my first busts that I did, I was so intimidated by it. To the point I definitely did paint it on stream. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's I worry about that. I mean, I'm still, my eyes are good enough. Oops. But you know, I'm now entering my well, I've been in my 40s for a few years now, and seen things like shaky hands, hard time focusing sometimes. Um, I do worry as I get older, you know, how much more does some of that stuff go? But I did this guy a while back. A Gul'dan action. Pretty happy with how he turned out. This was the largest I've done. I love the character. This was a tough one for me, but using a lot of the stuff that I was learning in the Monument Hobbies stream, different layering and stuff like that, and that's why he's up where I can see him. I felt like that was a level up for me. Got a whole bunch more busts, but I just haven't. I keep moving this out of the camera. Yeah, I kind of usually introduce myself as a Warcraft painter. Almost everything I do is what you'd call World of Warcraft themed miniatures and sculpts. I started on Legion as my way of celebrating May the 4th. And I was doing the Legion minis for the whole month of May, because for me, May is a Star Wars holiday. You have May the 4th all the way to May 25th, which is the anniversary of A New Hope. Actually, next year, 50 years of Star Wars. But then once May was ending, you know, I've got about 100 orc miniatures, kind of a horde army that I built. Not compatible with anything, but I just made an army of about 200 orc, ogre, goblin, forest troll minis. So I made a decision, instead of going back to those, I was going to keep burning away at these guys. But yeah, most of what I do is Warcraft. I do have one, um 75 millimeter sorry, not Sylvanas, Alaria Windrunner, from like Warcraft 2 days. She was the Ranger General. It's primed, waiting. She'll probably stay there for a while. Oh, I already have some touch up on the black I gotta do. Add that spot to it. Hey Mark, you planning on streaming that paint job? That would be very fun to watch. Plus, I would love to, there's a lot of skin on that. I'd love to, watch you blend. I think there's, based on what I've seen on your, Instagram, prep to do on the clock. Okay. Oh, yeah. Now, based on what I see on your Instagram, I think there's a lot I could learn from watching you. So I would definitely want to hang out there. Especially since I really haven't done a lot of, if any, really, human skin. Oh, wow. A year. I mean, hey, I guess that's what, that's not an easy thing to do. I mean, if you get on YouTube, you'd think it's easy as cake, but Here's 30 seconds to perfect skin blends. Right. I mean, there's always, like you said, there's always room for improvement. There's always more to learn and more to grow, but for Urets is very impressive. And yeah, I mean, if you compare to some of the greats, ones that make their miniatures look like real life, yeah. We all have a long ways to go before we get there, but oh yeah, all seriousness, I'm very impressed. Oh, really? I honestly have not used my airbrush for other than priming, and I did use it a little bit on some of the terrain pieces. Um, I don't even know if I have any pictures of this, but when I did those Oriental boats, I used it for the, it's actually Chinese for dragon, a Chinese symbol. Some of the stuff I've seen people do with airbrushes, it just blows me away. Skill behind it. What's what kind of airbrush do you got? Oh, okay. Yeah, I had a cheap Amazon airbrush. It worked pretty well for a while, but then I eventually upgraded to the Harder and Steenbeck Ultra 2024, I think. I'm pretty happy with that one. But like I said, it's just that's a whole skill set that I haven't even really tried messing with. So much you can do with it. So much I've seen done. Remulton. I've never heard of that one. Pull that up. Okay. Looks nice. So which ones on there are the multi-needle? City of Ventus, the Mobius, Swallowtail, and then Beginner's Choice. Okay. Naturally, that's the winners if you can find it on Amazon. I'm all for supporting the evil corporation. I know it's shameful. Uh, Airbrush, Mirror Series, the Mobius, okay. You want one where you can change the needle and nozzle. Yeah, I get that. like the one I've got, I can swap between, um, I've got the nozzle and tip that I think I can swap between like a 0.2 to a 0.4, I think. Is that right? Something like that. Airbrush secret dual action gravity feed with six channel quick release nozzle. Full needle nozzle set. That one sounds pretty. Wonder if I can. Head. Okay, and that's not a bad price at all. It's actually a very good price. And yeah, that's what I'm talking about, where you can just replace or just change out the nozzle and the needle, which is nice. Okay. I feel like I got kind of sloppy on him in a few areas, but that's good for the second layer. I think I might. We're almost 3 hours. I might actually call it there. Yeah, because I feel like I'm getting it's not that late, but I feel like I'm getting tired. I'm having a hard time, just having a hard time. It happens. Well, Painty Paint Paints beat me. Yeah, he already raided out. I was gonna try to raid him, but he beat me out. Yeah, Xion. I was gonna raid Blissful Badger. He's been he's on day 12 of the Warhammer Armageddon box. He's painting right now. I've been hanging out most of the, well, I missed a few of them, but thinking of dropping in there. I just raided her well, it was 2 weeks ago since I wasn't on last week. So I was thinking either him or just raided Garcia's a little bit ago. Well, a little bit ago is weeks ago now. What else was I looking at? Yeah, I think we'll go Blissful Badger. I've never raided him before. Oh, that guy is just too amazing. I don't hold a candle next to that guy. Amazing teacher too. I feel like my few viewers in his stream would. He's always got a ton of people in there. Still a thing. Now let's. I've never raided Blissful. I've been in his stream a few times. Sometimes I even talk. I'm the worst at talking in people's streams. I'm a professional lurker. But yeah, let me take us out here and we'll start. There's a few of us still here. Yeah, no, Eric is again one of those next level painters. There's a few of them on Twitch that are just amazing. But we'll go ahead. So like I said, this Blissful Badger, he's been working on, he's on day 12. Let's see, what is he in? 66 hours in. He's built all 61 models. He's painted 26 out of 61. He's doing I don't remember what chapter these guys are, but it's an orange color scheme for these Space Marines. Oh, thanks, Diribot. Everybody stay hydrated. It's hot out there. Especially you in England. It's real hot out there, and without AC, oof. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Mark. I appreciate it. I'll be back Friday. Like I said, maybe a little earlier than usual. Might be. I usually am on by 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Might be a little earlier. We'll see how early I get out of work and what's happening. But yeah, we'll probably finish this guy Friday, and then start launching into the shiny clone troopers. All right, well, everybody, throw some love in the Blissful Badgers stream and throw them a follow. And I'll be back Friday. And as always, stay mad, stay angry, stay grizzly.